So let's talk about this past week. A week of Minecrafting and YouTubing that did not go to plan. My plan for this week's video was to explore the world for some more villagers and build one of those cute villager farms where they harvest their own crops and throw the food to a friend, which I would steal, but let's not talk about that part. I was gonna build it across the river at a bridge. I thought it would be a fun way to add some life to the world, and I could also hide a villager breeder underneath the setup. I tried breeding the village's current residents, but they wouldn't breed. Because of the way Minecraft now condenses like items into easily pick-upable stacks, I thought the villagers were picking up bread, but just not breeding. I figured the best way to start a villager breeder would be to collect brand new villagers, just never been taken or traded with, just brand new. Sort of like a fresh start. Plus, it would be a chance to explore and see some of this world. I haven't really gone very far because I was afraid, so I headed up to the watchtower. I decided to go north as my intended direction because that was basically the opposite way that I think Jess has ever gone, and I set off. I actually ended up finding 4 villages and a pillager outpost. I ended up taming my first horse, which I haven't abandoned, but I have left him somewhere that I do need to rescue him from at some point. And I tamed 2 dogs, so it wasn't all bad. At the very last village I found, which actually ended up being the closest one to me, I also found a trail ruin, which I am excited to dig up, and I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. I slowly and painfully managed to move 2 villagers from that last village I found into Mirstein village and threw them all the bread. And I realized in that moment that not only were they not breeding, they were not even picking the bread up. And that got me researching, why aren't my villagers breeding? I did know that in 1.21 there was supposed to be some changes to villagers and trading and all of that. I didn't know exactly what had changed, and I was starting to wonder if maybe villagers would only breed in the village they grew up in. A lot of my research suggested that I must have mob griefing turned off, but that didn't sound right. I am new to Java Minecraft, and I think the default mode is mob griefing is on. But I didn't create this world, I inherited it, and I wasn't even sure how to know if it was on or off. I read through the list of what mob griefing turned off meant, and found a pretty easy way to test it. Creepers. You see, if mob griefing's off, creepers will still explode, they will still find you, and they will kill you. But they won't blow up the world, so no creeper holes. So I let night fall, I waited for the creepers, I made some blow up, and lo and behold, no creeper holes. Which means no mob griefing, which in turn means no villagers will farm, they won't pick up any items, and so there's no villager breeding in this world. Part of me is sad because I do think, as annoying as it is, creepers should make big holes when they explode. And mobs should be able to pick up items and kill me with my own sword. And villagers should be able to farm. I don't want to turn on cheats just to change this though, because that will turn off achievements, and I like seeing when I accomplish something in a world. Plus, this is the world as I inherited it, good and bad. So that meant that everything I had planned for this episode was basically for nothing. But me being me, I can make content out of failure. Like, have you ever seen any of my videos? So I loaded the 3 days worth of recording into my editing software to get to editing when this happened. Maybe you can't tell what's going on, but see how it looks like I'm talking to you guys? But all you can hear is Minecraft sounds? Well, I am talking to you, but for whatever reason, my mic was not set up in OBS, even though I never changed a thing. I frantically checked all of my recordings, and yep, there were no mic sounds on any of them. So not only did I have a failed project and episode idea, I had no audio of me talking in any of my footage. I did start editing it and trying to just do a voiceover for the whole entire video, but that felt like I was so detached from what was going on, like I was observing myself, which I was, and trying to speak about what I was doing, trying to remember what I had said in certain moments, and it just all felt so unnatural. So here we are, me telling you a story of when a plan went wrong, and then the backup plan failed. And so welcome to this video, which was the backup plan to the backup plan. I will have a new episode next week with a completed project and more progress in the world. Sometimes things go wrong. We try to make the best of them and it still goes wrong, and that's okay. That's just life, but we never give up. I'll see you guys later. Bye.